Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of Iranian Things.
Wow.
I'm Kiyo Mars,
And I'm 10 Nas.
and we are so excited to have you with us as we jump right in to some of the most incredible
Oh, yes.
and, let's be honest,
Yeah.
little-known parts of Iranian culture.
Absolutely. Little known.
So many things out there most people have never even heard of.
Really is, yeah. And
Indian people in Iran
even people in Iran, yeah, that's true.
might not even know about this.
So get ready for some real surprises.
Yeah, get ready for some aha moments.
That's right. Some aha moments for sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so for our very first deep dive.
Which is one ever.
We are heading to the Persian Gulf,
Oh, wow.
a place full of history and mystery,
So much history.
to meet a creature straight out of these ancient mariner tales.
Oh, I love this.
These Ansherto?
Ansherto.
Okay, so picture this. Yeah, you're on this old ship.
Creaky.
Yeah, creaky wooden ship, right?
Hmm.
Sun is setting over the Persian Gulf.
Beautiful.
Beautiful scene.
Yeah.
The air smells like salt and spices.
And the sailors are all gathered on the deck.
Swapping stories.
Yes, swapping stories whispered, from generations past.
I love it.
And one of those stories is about
The Ansherto.
the Ansherto.
Okay, so what is...
What is it?
Yeah.
What is an Ansherto?
Right.
So imagine like an amphibian,
Okay.
incredibly agile,
Fast.
super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, with this like small head.
Okay.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Here we go.
The Ansherto,
Yeah.
they can talk
No way.
like us.
Wow.
And they've got families and like complex social structures just like humans.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So they're like little underwater people.
I know, right? It's so interesting.
It really is.
And what's really fascinating is they have this detail where they mention like a fin.
A fin.
Yeah, like under their shoulder.
What? That's so strange.
I know, like a fin-like appendage,
So bizarre.
which really kind of, brings to mind their connection to the sea.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Like, they're not just living in the water.
Right.
They are of the water.
They're part of it. Yeah.
Part of it.
It makes you think like, why is this creature so tied to the sea?
Yeah, and what does that tell us about
Right.
the people?
The people telling the stories.
Exactly, stories, yeah.
So it's interesting you say that because, folklore isn't just about entertaining stories, right?
Yeah.
These myths and legends, they give us this window into,
A culture.
yes,
Yeah.
a culture's values.
Their beliefs, even their fears.
Well, their fears, for sure.
Yeah.
So the Ansherto with this, blend of human and aquatic treats
Right.
could actually be like a reflection of how close those coastal communities in the Persian Gulf
Word to the sea.
were to the sea, exactly.
Wow.
It's like the Ansherto embodies both the familiar,
And the unknown.
yes, and the land.
And the sea.
Yes,
It's so poetic.
it is really poetic.
Yeah.
And speaking of the unknown,
Oh, yes.
there are these amazing stories
Tell me.
about captured Ansherto.
Captured.
Yeah, like imagine these creatures taken from the sea,
Oh, no.
stuck in these, cramped ships,
Can't imagine.
but they don't just give up.
Oh, really?
No, they're smart.
Smart.
Yeah, and they want freedom.
Of course.
So what do?
What?
They jump overboard,
No way.
back into the ocean.
Wow.
They choose this vast, unpredictable, ocean over being captive.
The sailors must have been shocked.
Can you imagine?
I would have been.
I know, it's just this powerful image, isn't it?
It is.
Of choosing, the unknown over being held captive.
Makes you think about the Ansherto as more than just creatures.
Right, like symbols
Oh, yeah.
of something bigger.
Mm.
Could they represent something like maybe the indigenous people of the region,
Oh, that's a good point.
who may have felt threatened by, outside forces?
Yeah, pushed out.
Taken advantage of.
Yeah, and that actually connects to another Ansherto tale. A
Oh,
really sad one, actually.
oh no.
About a young Ansherto girl.
Who couldn't escape. She was
Oh.
trapped,
Where?
locked in the basement of a ship,
Oh, no.
desperate to get back to the sea.
I bet.
She even tried to break through the bottom of the ship.
Wow, she was desperate.
So desperate. Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
It is. And what makes it even more tragic is what happened next.
What?
The captain,
Yeah.
instead of understanding her,
Right.
forced her to marry him.
Oh, wow.
They had children together,
What?
but he was terrified she'd escape.
Oh, I bet.
He even kept her feet tied up.
Oh, my God.
It's almost like a twisted version of those earlier stories,
Yeah.
with them leaping back into the ocean.
Right.
But in this version, she's denied freedom.
Right.
And that longing for it becomes even stronger.
That makes sense.
And that's what leads to the climax of the story.
Okay.
Her children who were born into captivity understand their mom's longing.
Of course.
Yeah, and they untie her.
They do.
Yeah, and the whole family jumps back into the sea. They choose the ocean over this life of forced assimilation.
It's powerful.
Such a powerful ending.
It is.
It really speaks to family bonds.
Yes, family above all.
And that pull of where you come from.
Your roots.
And maybe even some hope.
Oh.
Yeah, that even in the darkest times,
You can find freedom.
that desire for freedom can win.
I love that.
And this is just one story from this huge, world of Iranian folklore.
Right, just one.
And these tales aren't just entertaining, right?
No, they're not.
They offer us a look into a whole culture.
A window.
Yes, a window into their values, their fears, their hopes.
It makes you wonder, are there similar stories in other cultures?
Oh, totally. I'd love to know.
Like creatures connected to nature.
Yeah, and this yearning for freedom.
So universal.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of the Ansherto,
Okay.
we want you to think about this, okay?
I'm ready.
Could this story be a metaphor for our human desire for freedom?
That's deep.
It is. And are there similar stories from your own culture that kind of echo this theme?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, we would love for you to think about those questions
Explore
and
it.
share your thoughts with us.
Yes, please do.
We'd love to hear from you.
We
And
would.
of course, don't forget to subscribe to Iranian Things
Yes.
for more amazing journeys into the heart of Iranian culture.
So much more to come.
So much more, yeah.
Until next time.
Kadafez.
Cut off as.